Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is your...
But before you even start, do you have any Midol? I got a headache. These people won't shut up.
Quite the sustained roar from the crowd here at the NWA Arena for your tag team champions, the Awesome Attraction. This is your main event this week on Anarchy. It is for the tag team titles. Awesome Austin Creed, the Attraction Hayden Young, the Anarchy tag team champions are defending against the Soul Assassin Kory Chavis and the feature presentation Jeff Lewis, members of the NWA Elite, and playing fisticuffs with Austin Creed is not the smartest move Kory Chavis has made in his life. Right hands, drops the first Anarchy heavyweight champion. Jeff Lewis puts on the brakes. Each one right hand, 2, 3, that would be 4 if we're counting. They're both staggered now. The NWA Elite bump into each other, and right now the Awesome Attraction, I would say, has the Elite flustered.
Well, you know, Greg Hunter, you're lucky that I got this inside scoop for you. My man Alejandro's aunt works down at the airport for the TPA. And they had told me that Austin Creed is not allowed to ride airplanes because he goes off through the metal detector. They x-rayed him. He actually has steel plates embedded in his hands, and that's what makes his hands so lethal. He should be excommunicated, or they should at least amputate his hands.
STO by Hayden Young, cover 2. You do know what excommunicate means, right?
Yeah, get rid of. That's like all communications with.
Typically happens in a church, you know.
Well, this is the Church of Southern Wrestling.
Yeah, so it is. Hayden Young, inverted front face lock. Austin Creed, the double team continuity of the tag team champions coming to bear on Kory Chavis. Kory Chavis, known primarily here in NWA Anarchy as the first holder of the coveted heavyweight championship. He spent 13 consecutive months as the television champion of the world. That is the longest reign of all time by a holder of that title. But we must not forget, he has had more than his share of tag team gold. So he certainly has those skills. And that will have to be dealt with by the tag team champions.
Well, you know, and I mean, as good as Austin Creed is with a fist, Kory Chavis is no slouch. This guy's a street fighter. This guy used to punch street lamps for being off.
All right, now, raining those right hands down on Creed, and now whips Creed right into the ring post. Chavis charges. Creed moves, and Chavis hit the post, and Young, with a drop kick, hits the feature presentation. Yakuza kick from Kory Chavis, and down goes Austin Creed.
And you know, Greg Hunter, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop you before you even get started. I know how you're going to spin this out of control, the comments that we heard at the top of this match from one Jeff G. Bailey. You see, Greg Hunter, Jeff G. Bailey is a great coach. Jeff G. Bailey knows how to motivate his men. That's all that was just a motivation speech. There are no problems within the NWA Elite. I just want to cut you off at the pass.
Choked by the feature presentation, trying to choke the life out of Austin Creed. Now raining right hands down on the head of Austin Creed, choking him again. JJ, I wasn't going to mention any potential problems in the NWA Elite. I actually figured that was what it looked like Bailey was doing. You know,
why are you even bringing it up then?
You brought it up. Why are you say I'm the guy always instigating stuff. What, you see a problem?
What problem?
That's what I thought. Cover 2. And now chinlock applied by another former holder of the Anarchy heavyweight title. The feature presentation, Jeff Lewis.
Now, I do see one problem transpiring here. The tag team champions have a problem, and that's in there in the ring with the NWA Elite. This is going to be their toughest test to date, my friend. And I'm telling you right now, they can't keep going through competitors like they have. There's no way that Austin Creed and Hayden Young can do this. These guys right here have an IQ of 10 between them.
Austin Creed and Hayden Young have not been, oh God. Looked like a diving forearm attempt from Austin Creed. Ate a drop kick. Great timing from the Soul Assassin. And right now, again, choking him. The tag team champions, as I was going to say, have not been hard to find. They have taken on any and all comers, and I mean all comers. We're talking about the UAS. They've taken on the Hollywood Brunettes, the world's prettiest tag team, the Anger Alliance, the Devil's Rejects, you name them. They have fought them and won.
Well, Greg Hunter, since hostile environment, you're absolutely right about our tag team champions, but one other thing that I've noticed about this team here, of the NWA Elite, is since hostile environment and the weeks leading up to hostile environment, if you can imagine this, the Elite have delved deeper into their souls and have found a darker side to themselves, and it's really come out in the weeks following War Games and hostile environment. And that's why tonight I think this team right here of Kory Chavis and Jeff Lewis are going to win the Anarchy Tag Team Champions. I'm never wrong, Greg Hunter.
Well, the bottom line being, I have long since learned to not bet against the Awesome Attraction. 1, 2, covered by Jeff Lewis, yields only a 2 count. Jeff G. Bailey, the mastermind of the NWA Elite, at ringside, and he is a master motivator. He is, when it comes to ring tactics, a genius. Bottom line, like him or not,
I love him.
We know. The man certainly knows his stuff. He has led more men to championships than I can count. So the bottom line here, folks,
you got to give him way more credit than that, Greg Hunter.
Would you stop? Jeff G. Bailey, I'm sure has coached, motivated these men, and has them ready to do what the Elite routinely does, which is win titles. And right now, Jeff Lewis wasting a little bit of time, something you really cannot afford to do against the Awesome Attraction. If anything will take a toll other than the brutal athleticism of the NWA Elite, it will be the fact that they have had a breakneck pace when it comes to their defense schedule. These guys have not rested since winning the titles.
And that can sometimes be a mistake. Sometimes you got to take that 30-day rule and you got to run with it. You got to, exercise it a little bit. You don't have to defend your title against every Tom, Dick, and Harry that come out there.
All right, now, Austin Creed sent into the corner. Kory Chavis looked like he might have been elevating him for the spine splitter and ended up catching a drop kick in the chest for his troubles. Both men are down. Referee Harold James is exercising his count. Neither man gets up by 10. It's a draw. The titles will stay with the champions,
which I don't think that's fair.
In a draw, the title stays with the champions?
In this case, yes.
In this case, I'm going to remind you of that during the next Jeremy Vane match I see. Tag, in comes Jeff Lewis. Tag, in comes Hayden Young. Clothesline, down goes the feature presentation. Down goes Kory Chavis, the former TV champ, the reigning tag team champ. Hayden Young is the proverbial house of fire, elevated up and over, lands on the apron. The attraction will fly. Cross body, hook of the leg, 2, and Kory Chavis just saved the tag title hopes of the NWA Elite.
Thank God for Kory Chavis being right there, and now we got all 4 men in the ring.
It is breaking loose. Referee Harold James has lost all semblance of control. Unless I am horribly mistaken, the legal men would be Jeff Lewis and Hayden Young. Austin Creed deposited. The Soul Assassin now has referee Harold James tied up. Jeff G. Bailey got that powder. You can see it sitting on the ring apron, plain as day. Reversal, and Jeff Bailey throwing the face of Jeff Lewis. No, he didn't. Roll up, 2, and the champs keep the belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, and still your NWA Anarchy Tag Team Champions, Hayden Young and Austin Creed, the Awesome Attraction.